Alright everybody, this is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13. Today I have another 2019 Dodge Charger. I say another because this is my fourth one that I've done. Fourth Charger with this style housing. So you'd think I know what I'm doing, but of course every single time I do a build, I do it up completely differently, using a different combination of products and or customer installation preferences in order to get it to operate the way that I want. Since I got to do this build and this install, that was all up to me. This time what we're using is the Profile Pixel DRL RGB boards. We're using the Profile Prism Demon Eyes, as well as the Profile, I don't know, what are their RGB LED strips? I don't know what those are called. But the moral of the story is we got a whole bunch of lighting on this car, and it's a really pretty blue and I really like it. Now, here's factoid number one, is that I installed this button right here, that when you push it, look, it does a little halo. So what that button is an override to turn this bad boy on, okay? So car can be off, right? So we have a switched power to turn on the Bluetooth controller in order to operate everything and make it do what we want. So we've got a whole bunch of Grille light. I did 4 strips. I did a strip along the lower plastic firing up, a strip along the actual bumper firing back, and then 2 strips on the bumper cover firing down and firing up. So a ton of light in the Grille, you know, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it overkill. As you can see, the DRL kits, those are on RGB, they're on green right now, and then the Demon Eye is on white. So right now it just clicked on, so it's got to actually pair. That's just what it was left on. Boop, boop. There we go. So now it is paired to the Morimoto 3-channel controller. So right now I've got the Grille on a beautiful little purple, and I can put that on, oh, oops, I'm sorry, I got everything selected. So there's our DRL, can change that. I'll put that on like a teal, and right there on channel 2 is my Grille. I really like it right there. And then the Demon Eyes, let's put that something that shows up nice and strong like there. That's a good purple. So the button is just an auxiliary way of turning on the lights. So if the car is off, if you're at a car meet or whatever, you push the button and you got it. Now if you were doing the button as your primary source of power, the issue with these products is that you lose the DRL light. And in order to replicate the OEM style of having the DRL light on white, whoop, like so, see right now we're on white mode, if you want that while you're driving, you have to use a switched power source, either an ignition or what most people use is the running light. And that's what they use to power the controller, because if you have the running light, that turns on obviously when the car is on, and then it powers up the controller, which then gives the default white light output. My problem with that is that, well, now you have to have the running lights on if you want to play around. Also, the problem in this situation, which isn't really necessarily a problem as much as just not an ideal situation, is because we're using all 3 channels of this controller. So when you turn on the car, the Grille lights and the Demon Eyes also come on by default. Again, to white, which isn't a problem, but I don't know, that's an individual personal preference as to whether or not that's the intended objective. Like I said, 4th charger install, 4th different characteristics, depending on how it's wired up, is the most important thing as to how it's going to perform. The other little caveat that I ran into this car that I hadn't previously on the 3 other builds is that this one didn't even come with the 3 sets of LEDs. So right there and right there, those were missing. There were only LEDs on the back side. So I actually had to fabricate brackets in order to mount those bad boys up there. I make it sound really complicated, but honestly all I did was cut and bend some acrylic. Tried to do it as quickly as possible, but definitely something to look out for in the future so that I don't run into that sort of issue and not charge appropriately, because that is more work. Alright, so now I'm going to put it on the 7-color fade process thing, because everyone likes multicolors, just so you get the idea of it. But like I said, man, this is all pretty straightforward. It's a hell of an install, though. I mean, we're talking over a day's worth of work just to get everything apart and installed up properly. I got plugs on everything, so everything is still serviceable. Everything's run, wired professionally, fused. It's beautiful. I'm happy, and that's That's pretty much the end of this charger. This is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13. If you have any questions about the build as far as pricing or contact information goes, read the video description. It's always down there. Thanks for watching. Again, this is 13. Holla at your boy. I'll talk to you later. See ya.